I believe that he was saying to me, Victor, your time is not yet. And that's why I've had this new fresh release of life. All the chains have come undone.
It was Christmas coming and I was missing my son, and it was my birthday on the 7th of December, plus I had that trauma with my mate. So it's just like and I'm in prison, and I just didn't want to be here, to be honest. And now look at me, I'm just grateful every day.
I feel fresh, I feel new, and I want to go and help other people, and that's something I want to look at doing now.
This has started. This is already begun. My fear is that the church are not aware, and it's begun outside the church.
Jesus, it's your kingdom. Jesus, it's your kingdom come. Your spirit and word come together. Revival breaks out on these shores. The lion roars from these coastlands and is heard in all of the earth.
Many years ago, the Lord asked me to build up and encourage his people. And as we set out on this journey towards Telford and Wrekin, I felt that he was asking me to prophetically walk in revival, to be in faith that revival is happening now.
And I've been wanting to film the stories of modern revivals for 40 years or more, and in order to encourage and give hope to God's people.
So that's why we're here. Last time we remembered all the prayers throughout the ages that have been spoken over this area, Telford, Wrekin and Shropshire. Prayers for God's kingdom to come. We acknowledged all the challenges of the 21st century.
I think there is a deep spiritual hunger growing in the land, but it's no good us expecting people to come to us.
And we're standing here only because you made a way. You made a way. You made a way. Don't know how, but you did. You made a way.
For the church, the issue is how to walk in a revival of God's Spirit and Word. Telford is the home of the world-changing Industrial Revolution. We drove through the Iron Bridge area, looking for some stories of revivals in the past, which we can build upon. In Madeley, we went to St Michael's Church.
For the prophets to rise, he will run.
This is the grave of John Fletcher of Madeley. He actually was born in Switzerland, and he was tipped to be the successor of John Wesley. John Wesley was the leader of the Methodist revival in the 18th century, a great awakening. From Madeley, we returned to Telford and a charity called Yellow Ribbon. The testimonies we heard at the beginning of this video were from young men who have found Jesus and new life there.
I just feel so alive again.
Yeah.
And do you know why? It's because I've got hope.
Victor and Lee's stories are separate videos. They deserve to be heard in full. Roy Burley, who works at Yellow Ribbon, told me about his own understanding of revival today.
I think what the revival has taken place now is people don't want religion. They don't want your Christian, huddle, your holy huddle. They want the real thing. And they're seeking, and the Spirit's responding. There's a hunger, there's a thirst. And those who are in the most pain, This is where it's happening, and this is why I think we're here at Yellow Ribbon. Those who are in the most pain, and these men are in tremendous pain, are the ones that the Spirit are lifting out of that identity, that false self, and bringing this new, born again, fresh move. And this is the kind of revival that I believe we're seeing, but it's not obvious.
We came to encourage God's people with signs of hope and revival. We went home excited by the stories of two young men who had just come from despair to hope in Jesus.
You see the signs, like, and because you weren't recognising before with us, like with me anyway, because of the drugs. You don't recognise the signs.
But that feeling sometimes, unless you felt it, you can't explain it, and it's just a refreshing sort of, it's a new beginning. It's a new life.
Jesus, it's your kingdom. Power and glory. Jesus, it's your kingdom. Power and glory. Jesus, it's your kingdom. Jesus, it's your kingdom.